Hi, this is finally part 3 of my presentation titled The Justice Gap. In part 1, we talked about what the justice gap is and how it affects civil cases. Then, in part 2, we discussed the issues within the criminal justice system. As promised, now I'm going to discuss ways to combat this issue by offering guidance and resources that are available. To help demonstrate this, we're going to walk through a scenario where an individual is wrongly accused of a crime and needs legal assistance. In the first few scenes, we see that Layla is arrested after being accused of being the culprit who drank the milk and put the empty carton back in the fridge. So, what are her options? When someone is facing a legal matter, there are 3 basic options. 1, they can search for a legal aid clinic that offers pro bono services if they qualify. 2, they can seek limited scope representation. Or 3, they can act pro se, which is self-representation or acting as your own attorney. Now, Miss Layla doesn't have any money, so cannot afford a private attorney. Therefore, she first reaches out to a local legal aid clinic. If you are in need of a legal aid clinic, you can easily find one in your state. Using the pro bono site listed, you can generate a search for your state to find a listing of offices and various contact information. This is an example of the first page you're going to see once you follow this link. For Texas residents, there is an interactive document available that will allow you to do a search by county. The table of contents helps with an easier search for various resources like civil and criminal. The interactive document also lists lawyer referral services and gives an introduction to what pro se is. This is an example of the first page you're going to see once you follow this link. Can anyone seek help from a legal aid clinic? Not everyone can seek assistance from legal aid clinics. Eligibility requirements like income and case type restrict who can be helped. Income is a huge part of that because you have to be at or below 125% of federal poverty guidelines. This chart will help you see what that means depending on your family size. You can check your own status by clicking on this link. Using the numbers on this slide, let's see if someone making $8.12 an hour qualifies. This is going to fall around $1,300 a month for a family of one. After entering this number into the calculator, we see that the percentage comes out to 124.9. Therefore, you would qualify for assistance from a legal aid clinic based on your income. However, other than income, case type may be another reason you're turned away from the legal aid clinic. Back to our case with the empty milk carton. Miss Layla is dealing with a crime that is criminal in nature. Therefore, she does not qualify for assistance from a legal aid clinic, even though she meets the poverty guideline. So what does she do now? She may consider limited scope representation. From her search, she is able to find that an attorney is hired for assistance with a very specific task involved in the case, and then the client will follow through in a pro se capacity, meaning she'll be acting as her own attorney for certain tasks. Limited scope representation, or LSR, is a win-win situation for middle to low income people and lawyers. The overall cost is lower. The client gets legal expertise at an affordable price. Lawyers get to connect with clients they probably wouldn't have been able to connect with in any other way. They get to build client relationships in a smaller but valuable capacity. Some common examples include divorces, like paying the attorney to start the case with the right paperwork for the court and client, or matters involving child custody, requesting a name change, or even having legal documents explained. If Ms. Layla wants to go with this option, where would she start? LSR is seeking assistance from a private attorney at a reduced rate. To find a lawyer, you can contact your local attorney referral service or the State Bar Association. For example, Texas residents can use either of the two links here to search. Here's an example of the Legal Help Finder from texaslawhelp.org. And here's an example of the Find a Lawyer option on the State Bar of Texas's website. Do keep in mind, it is important to talk about all parts of the case with the lawyer before agreeing to LSR. Your agreement should always be in writing and clearly state what you are agreeing to. Make sure the fee is stated and in the written agreement before you sign anything. Miss Layla decided that this process was still not right for her. Instead, she decided to go pro se. That means she decided to act as her own attorney. Handling a case on your own in a pro se capacity is completely possible. Now it is time to discuss exactly what can be done when someone's acting pro se.